Logan Rose. I am from Flagstaff, Arizona, but I've been living in LA for the last decade. I just started teaching this school year, and I've been loving it so far. I became a substitute teacher because I worked for 3 years as a copywriter at an internet marketing agency, and when that went remote, it became very samey and very dry, and I was desperate to get kind of back into the house and back into the community and do something that felt a little bit more meaningful. So I quit my job and I took on a bunch of freelance clients, but I was still very much in the house, and I thought, I like kids, I like teaching, I'd like to share kind of this passion I have for writing and reading and the things that I like to do with someone else and with the next generation, with the community. So I just went ahead and looked for how to substitute teach. It was very complicated, and Swing made it very easy. What I like best about substitute teaching is it definitely did get me out of the house and made me feel more a part of my community. I also ended up teaching younger grades, which when you're doing that, you can't really think about anything else, and I have a big tendency to overthink. So I really just like being present and feeling more active and engaged with my community. Swing makes things really easy because when I first started thinking about substitute teaching, I was on the LA County website and thinking I was going to have to take a test and study for a test, and it just all seemed a little bit overwhelming. I actually was Googling how to substitute teach when I found a blog from Swing, funny enough, and then I went to their platform and they just made everything really easy. I think the most I had to do was go and get my fingerprints taken and fill out a few things of paperwork. So it made it, although it was scary to get started, having no experience as, an elementary school teacher or a sub, they made it really easy to get started, and they have a lot of resources that, the first day is always going to be overwhelming, but it made the first day feel a little bit less overwhelming. When I started subbing, I started with kindergarten, which was crazy, and I said I'd never do kindergarten again. But I had already signed up for another kindergarten request, so I went ahead and honored that. And I love that kindergarten class, and I teach them about every Friday unless I have something else going on. And it's been really great to be there consistently and get to know their names and faces. My favorite story with them is the Eric Carle book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. There's an animation of it online, and during one of our calm classroom moments, I went ahead and played that video. It's about 6 minutes long, and they were totally enthralled by it. And at the end, when the caterpillar goes in the cocoon, there was so much anticipation for the caterpillar becoming a butterfly. And the second it came out of the cocoon, the entire class was cheering like their team had just won the Super Bowl. And it was just such a pure, joyful moment. And that's why I got into it, is because it was kids really excited about reading, and I hope they keep that excitement with them.